Students, in this video session, we are going to learn about digital logic gates. What is meant by a digital logic gate? Of course, in our daily life, we will be using many digital circuits. There are many digital electronic appliances which we are using in our daily life. Like you are able to switch on TV with a remote control. That is, there is a digital logic gate which is working there. Likewise, there will be some sensors, like you can construct a circuit in such a way. If the water from water tank is overflowing, you can automatically switch off the motor. That is one application of digital logic gate. Likewise, when you are entering into a shopping mall, immediately when you enter into, like when you are about to go nearby the glass door, it itself will be opened. Just it will sense that a person is standing in front, and the gates will be opened by itself, and you are able to enter inside. There is one application of logic gate in that electronic circuit. Likewise, there are many hand washes now, and there are many like sanitizer, automatic sanitizers. Simply, if you place your hand in beside that sanitizing machine, your like some liquid comes out, the sanitizer comes out from that, and automatically you can wash, you can sanitize your hands. These all are electronic circuits where we will be using some electronic devices to complete that circuit, right? So there are many such applications of logic gates in our daily life. We will learn the uses of logic gate and basic types of logic gates which are used in order to construct an electronic device. We are not going to deal how completely the instrument is made, but we are only going to learn the basics of logic gates in your intermediate syllabus, like for JEE or for NEET. Only usage of the logic gates is your present syllabus. And if you go to higher standards, you can learn in detail about these gates, and how to use these gates in the different electronic circuits will be learned in your higher standards. That too, if you take electronic engineering, you can learn all details about these gates in that higher studies. Logic gate. Logic gates are the basic building blocks of forming digital electronic circuits. Just like how I have told you in the introduction part, in order to construct most of the electronic devices, we will be using these logic gates. Therefore, just like how a molecule or any matter is made up of building blocks of atoms, nuclei, in the same way, any digital circuit is definitely should be made up of some logic gates. And remember that a logic gate has, like a logic gate can be made by using a junction diode or by a transistor. That's the reason why junction diode and transistors are the basic building blocks of all electronic devices. They form heart of all electronic circuits. Now, a logic gate consists of one output terminal and one or more input terminals. A logic gate can have one output terminal and one or more input terminals. The output is either said to be high or low, and the input can also be either high or low depending on the digital levels at the input terminals and the property of the gate. So depending upon the gate, the input and output can be either high, or input and output can be either low. That we will be discussing next coming slides. There are 5 basic logic gates. There are only 5 basic logic gates. They are AND gate, OR gate, NAND gate, NOR gate, and an inverter. These are the basic logic gates, and, or, NAND, NOR, and of course there is also a NOT gate. NOT gate is said to be inverter. It just inverts. These are the basic gates which we generally have. This makes one electronic circuit. We can use logic gates in a computer. We can use logic gates in embedded systems, and we can use logic gates in digital signal processing sessions. So in case of a computer, the brain, body and limbs of a computer system, everything is made up of these logic gates. So because CPU is made up of many integrated circuits, and many integrated circuits, those all integrated circuits are made up of logic gates. Therefore the brain, heart, everything is made up of logic gates in case of a computer. And embedded systems are like avionics and auto electronics, VCRs, microwaves, etc. These all are embedded systems. Like for example, now you are able to see a digital display in the vehicle. Like you are able to you are able to connect the GPS to the display, and you can drive in unknown routes also. That is one embedded system where we will be using integrated circuits. Likewise, we have many machines which are being automatically using these type of logic gates. Like we can switch on and we can switch off and microwave using just a logic gate. There will be a button provided there, and you will be simply using that button to switch on or switch off. Likewise, an embedded system is used in lift, elevator. When you are pressing a button 4, like you will be automatically stopped at stopped at 4th floor, and if you are pressing G, automatically you will be stopped at ground. So that make use of a logical circuit which is made up of embedded system. And digital signal processing, which is denoted as DSP, digital signal processing, and these are present in digital cellular phones and digital TVs. Now we have digital TV, LED, LCD, and many TVs, LG, like Flatrons, and you are able to see tabs. Those all are coming under, those all instruments, devices come under digital signal processing displays, where tab, laptop screen, and a TV, LED. So these all comes under digital signal processing units, where we will be using the digital circuits in display. So besides computers, like other than computers, logic circuits find the bulk of their application in embedded systems. Embedded systems are brains of enormous variety of products. Embedded systems are brains of many products. Just like I gave you example where the embedded system is used in a lift, the embedded system is used in a refrigerator, embedded system is used in a microwave, and embedded system is now being used to provide digital lockers. We will have one keyword. If you press that keyword, then only the lock will be opened. Likewise, in banks, we will be provided with digital lockers. There will be one key provided over there. And similarly, there will be many such electronic devices where we will be using embedded systems. Those all embedded systems are made by logic gates. So these are applications of logic gates, and this is the flowchart or schematic diagram where logic gates are being used. So a logic gate or a logic circuit or a digital circuit is made up of many such sensors and other instruments, other electronic devices. About other electronic devices, we are not going to discuss here. Only this part we are going to discuss in this particular session. logic gates. Students, as I already told you, there are only few basic types of logic gates. The basic building blocks of all integrated circuits are logic gates. And those are logic gates. The 5 fundamental logic gates are these. Number 1, it is OR gate. OR gate have 2 inputs and 1 output. And next is AND gate. AND gate is having 2 inputs and 1 output. XOR gate also have 2 inputs and 1 output. NOR gate also have 2 inputs and 1 output. NAND gate also have 2 inputs and 1 output. NOT gate have 1 input and 1 output. NOT gate is also called inverter, inverts. These are basic logic gates. They are OR, NOR, AND, NAND, and XOR, NOT gate, and XNOR is also the other gate, and XNAND is also other gate. About those we do not have in our syllabus, but in your syllabus there is only this OR gate, NOR gate, AND gate, NAND gate, NOT gate, and XOR gate. About these 6 different gates we will be discussing. What does they do and what functions they make. Those will be clearly learned in one by one. About each gate we will discuss in detail. This is junction diode, and you are connecting junction diode to a waveform. Waveform can be a square wave, or waveform can be a sine wave, vice versa, or waveform can be a triangular wave also. These are called signals. Usually the inputs of electronic devices will be provided in such digital form, and this is the waveform which is being provided. Say for example, if you are providing this waveform, this peak represent that it is positive, and positive represents that it is high, and this peak represent that it is negative, and the negative voltage represent it is low. High represents 1, low represents 0. Similarly, this is positive voltage. The positive voltage which you are providing to a junction diode is represented as high or signal 1. And the negative voltage which you are providing to a logic gate, it is called low, or you can call it as 0. Or sometimes in some digital circuits you will be considering it as true, and you will be considering this as false, vice versa. So only one thing you need to remember here, we will be providing input to any logic gate in the form of high and low, that is in the form of a wave. Positive voltage represents that it can be either high or 1 or true. Negative voltage which you are providing to the logic gate represents that it is low or 0 or false. Clear? So we are using such many junction diodes, and we will be constructing a logic gate. Now we have one logic gate which is OR. OR is the logic gate. Now in construction of OR gate we have 2 diodes, D1 and D2. These are the 2 diodes which we are using in the OR gate, and you have 2 input signals. Input signals can be high or low. Input signal mean that you are providing one positive voltage and negative voltage continuously in the form of a signal. Now the logic which this OR gate perform is, if any one of the input is high, the output will be definitely high. Okay, the logic of this circuit is that the output is high if either or both of the inputs are high. Okay, if any one of the input is high, the output will be high. If both the inputs are high, the output will also be high. the input is 0, that means only low, then both the inputs, the output will be low if both the inputs are low. This is actually input. Inputs are low. It means that, see, now for this junction diode, we are giving, like, we have two inputs, A and B. Observe carefully the logic of OR gate. Input we are giving 0, 0. That means we are providing for A and B, for both the junctions, we are providing a negative signal which represents 0. For negative signal, this junction diode is in reverse bias, and this junction diode is also in reverse bias. For 0 it is reverse bias, for 0 it is reverse bias. As a result, output will be 0. You cannot see any output because there is no current provided over here because of these two junctions. They are in reverse bias. Now let us go for another form where A you are providing reverse bias. For input A, you are providing a negative voltage, and for B, you are providing a high voltage which is positive, that is forward bias. B is in forward bias, A is in reverse bias. If A is reverse bias, B is forward bias, this does not conduct, but this will be conducted. As a result, you are able to see output. Output will be 1. Therefore, for 0 and 1, you will be getting 1 output. Okay, that is the second logic. Coming to the third logic, we have A and B, and you are providing input for A, this is 1. It means that it is a high. For high, this is in forward bias, and this is a 0. It means that it is low. This is in reverse bias. As this is forward bias, you can see some output, and output will be equal to 1. Therefore, here you will be getting 1. Likewise. And the last case which you are providing is 1 in both the cases. You are providing 1 here for the input. This is forward bias. And you are providing 1 here. This is forward bias. So current will be able to flow through this junction diode. Current is able to flow through this junction diode, and output you are able to see, which is equal to 1. Therefore, output is also equal to 1. This is called truth table of OR gate. This is truth table of OR gate. That means if any one of the input is high, the output will be high. If both the inputs are low, output will be low. That is the logic of OR gate, and it can be represented with a logic A plus B. This is called Boolean algebra of OR gate. Okay, this is Boolean algebra of OR gate. So how do you represent Y? Y is equal to A plus B. Plus is for OR gate, 0 plus 0. Output will be 0. 0 plus 1. Output will be 1. 1 plus 0. Output will be 1. 1 plus 1. Don't take it as 2. For normal scalars and for usual algebra, we will be considering 1 plus 1 as 2. But here in the Boolean algebra, you should consider 1 plus 1. 1 is high, other one is also high. If both the inputs are high, output will be high only. Therefore, 1 plus 1 gives you 1. It's not 2. Okay. So this is the logic performed by OR gate. And this is Boolean algebra for OR gate. The symbol of OR gate is this. This is the symbol of OR gate. The other type of logic gate which we have is AND gate. And the AND gate also have two inputs. that produce one output, and the output is high only when both the inputs are high. Otherwise, the value of output is low. This is the diagram which is being provided. Now the junction diodes, in this case, they are reverse biased. In OR gate, both the junction diodes are connected in forward bias. But in the AND gate, both the junction diodes, they are connected in reverse bias in such a way. For negative, they will be in conduction. Now see here, A and B, these are the two inputs, and you are providing diodes such that this is N type, this is P type. This is N type and this is P type. You are able to see the output here, Y. And this is symbol of AND gate. Symbol of AND gate. OR gate symbol is this. This is the symbol of OR gate. Only the thing difference between OR and AND is this will be for OR and this will be straight for AND. That is the difference between AND gate and OR gate symbol, nothing else. Now let us see the truth table. You are providing A, B, and the output is Y. Okay, you can provide input 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, and 1, 1. Okay, first we are providing 0. That means input is low. If the input is low, that means if you are not providing any signal to this, if the input is low, the output will be obviously low. Likewise, if the input is 0 and the out, if one of the input is 0 and the other one is 1, even then the output will be equal to 0 here. Likewise, if one of the input A is 1 and B is 0, the output will be 0. And if both the inputs are high, then only you will be getting output, because both the junctions are connected in reverse bias over here, right? And the Boolean expression for logic AND is Y is equal to A dot B, and D for dot, A dot B, A dot B, check it out, 0 dot 0, that means 0 into 0 is 0, 0 into 1 is 0, 1 into 0 is 0, 1 into 1 is 1. So if any one of the input is low, the output will be definitely low. Both the inputs should be high, then only you will be getting output. If not, you cannot find any output. And that is the circuit diagram for AND gate. This is symbol for the AND gate. Any doubt? NOT gate is like it acts as an inverter. If you are giving low signal, it converts into high. That means if you are giving 0, it gives you output 1. If you are giving input 1, the output will be written, output you will be getting it as 0. It is just an inverter. And this is the most basic type of logic gates, which only accepts one input. Only one input you can provide. That can be either 0 or either 1. So if you are providing 0, you will be getting output 1. If you are providing 1, output will be 0. And the logic will be Y is equal to A complement. You should call it as A complement. Complement mean if A is equal to 0, A complement is its opposite. That will be 1. If A is equal to 1, then A complement will be equal to 0. So if you are providing input A, the output will be A complement. That is the logic for NOT gate. See, you can compare AND gate, OR gate, and NOT gate like this. Input you are providing and the output is A dot B. Dot represents that AND. symbol of AND gate is this, and the logic is that any one of the input is low, output is low. If any input is low, output is low. So here 0 0 0 0 1, one input is low, therefore output is low. One input is low, output is low. Both the inputs are high, then only output will be high. That's the logic of AND gate. Similarly, you have OR gate and it is plus. This is OR gate. Symbol of OR gate is this. Only the difference is for AND gate it is a straight line, for OR gate it is just a curve. And the Boolean logic is C equal to A plus B, and the logic tells that if any input is high, the output is high. If any one of the input is high, the output will be high. That is the logic for OR gate. And next is AND NOT gate. NOT gate gives you complement. So any one of the input is being given. The logic is that NOT gate gives complement of input. You are providing 0, output will be 1. You are providing 1, output will be 0. These are the comparisons of AND gate, OR gate and NOT. So NOR gate act as OR gate plus NOT gate. That means this is OR gate and you are connecting it to a NOT gate, and you can provide input A and B. Okay, and here will be the Y, and here will be Y complement. Okay, for example, you are providing input 0 and 0. What is the OR logic? OR logic is that if both the input are low, output will be low. So 0 and 0 is given, Y will be equal to 0, Y will be equal to 0, and Y complement will be equal to 1. That's the reason why here it is 1. 0 and 1, Y will be equal to 1, Y complement will be equal to 0. That's the reason why it is 0. And 1 0, Y will be equal to 1 and Y complement will be equal to 0. That will be 0 here. Next 1 and 1, you are providing 1 and 1. 1 and 1 is 1 and its complement will be equal to 0. Right? So NOR gate is complement of OR gate. You can even call it as OR invert, and the symbol of NOR gate is this. Front there will be one bubble for NOR gate. For OR gate there will be no bubble. For NOR gate there will be one bubble in front of the OR gate. It represents that this is complement of the output of OR gate. So NOR represents not OR, and a small bubble circle represents that it is inverting function. NOR gate is also implemented efficiently in CMOS technology in terms of chip area and speed. Of course, this is electronic usages. We are not bothering about that now. This is about NOT gate. And there is only one last gate which is left over, that is NAND gate. The last one is NAND gate. NAND gate is AND plus NOT. This is AND gate. Input is A and B. You are providing one output which is equal to A plus B. Right? And here you are and D. Okay, I'm sorry. This is not A plus B. It is A dot B. And there is one NOT gate provided here. This will be the output. What is output here? Output will be A dot B complement. Right? So AND invert or NAND gate. It is also called AND invert. And output, there will be one bubble over here. This bubble represents that NOT gate is added to the AND gate. It is not AND. The logic here, 0 and 0. 0 and 0 will be 0. Y will be equal to 0. Y complement will be equal to 1. So it will be 1. The 0 and 1 gives you 0. Y complement will be equal to 1. That's provided here. 1 and 0. Y will be equal to 0. Y complement will be 1. That is 1. Because there is one complement over here. Complement is A dot B. Now 1 and 1. 1 and 1 you are providing here. 1 and 1 will be 1. And 1 complement will be equal to 0. Therefore, this is the truth table followed by the AND gate. So far, we have learned OR, AND, NOT, NOR, NAND. These are the 5 logic gates which we have discussed till now. You need to keep all the truth tables of these gates in your mind, and these are helpful in solving problems.